Afternoon, folks. It's a cold, wet Sunday, so I thought, let me make a beautiful chocolate cake. Simplest cake you'll ever make. All you do is you weigh your eggs and you add the same weight of sugar, flour and butter. I use plain flour with a teaspoonful of baking powder. I have a silicone mould here and I've put a little bit of greaseproof paper in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to microwave mine. It will take 4 minutes. It'll make the lightest, fluffiest cake you have ever eaten. I'll stop you now and I'll come back in a minute. Right, I've softened the butter in the microwave and I've just added 120 grams of sugar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a chocolate cake, so I'm going to reduce the 125 grams of flour by 25 grams. I'm going to put 25 grams of cocoa in. Come back in a minute and show you how. There we go. Using a fork, I have whipped up the butter and the sugar. It's nice and soft and pale and creamy. I'm going to add now the flour and the cocoa, and I'll show you how I do that. There we go. I have 100 grams of flour, 25 grams of cocoa powder and a teaspoonful of baking powder. Just the 1 teaspoonful. I use my little measure. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sieve that all into the sugar and butter mix. Back in a sec. Right, flour, cocoa, baking powder and eggs are in, and I'm going to give it all a really good mix. Now, I always crack my eggs singly into a teacup before adding them, just in case one is bad, because if you crack an egg straight in there and it's bad, you've wasted the whole thing. I'll come back when it's all ready to go in the oven. There we go, all ready to go in the microwave, or as Nigella would say, the microwave. Don't forget, folks, you've got to leave some cake mix for the kids or the husband to eat. Okay, so that's going in the microwave now for 4 minutes. We all have different microwaves. Yours might take half a minute longer. Do not, even if it looks damp, be tempted to cook it for more than 5 minutes. It won't take long. I'll come back once it's cooked and I'll show you how it looks. Right. While the cake is cooking, I'm making a chocolate ganache for the top. I've got about 100 ml of cream in there. I don't want too much because I don't want to make it too thick and creamy. And I've got 7.5 squares of the dark chocolate from Aldi's. As soon as I see that cream is warm, I'll turn it off. And then I'll put the chocolate in. Obviously, I'll break it into little pieces. Put the chocolate in and just whip it all up. Leave it to cool, and that will decorate my cake. So it's cream and it's chocolate. If you prefer a sweeter one, put a little bit of sugar in or use the milk chocolate. We use the Aldi one. We think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'll come back just now and show you how it all looks when it's sitting there baked and ganached. I was going to say iced, but ganached. Right, 4 minutes in the microwave. Cake is cooked. Now leave it to cool a little bit, okay? Otherwise you'll struggle to get it out of your pan. Leave it to cool and then put it onto the rack. I'm using the rack from my mini oven. Still in the process of making the ganache. There, look. It doesn't take 5 minutes, honestly. 5 minutes from start to finish and you have a cake. Enjoy your gardens, enjoy your cooking and make yourself a chocolate cake today, folks.